Your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
Hello, welcome back for another video. Today we're at LFM on Nürburgring in the M4 GT3. This is our first race since the track change, and it's probably been our cleanest race since the track change on Nürburgring, that's for sure. And we're going to jump straight into this one at the green flag, and off we go. I'm going to try and be real careful at the beginning, but maybe try and make up a place or two, and then hold on till second lap or the third lap when everything's really sorted itself out. Ferrari takes it a bit free wide here, bumps into the Mercedes on the inside, and pushes out and bumps into me a little bit, but no damage done, no harm. Just a little bit sloppy, but honestly for Nürburgring, I'm really happy with that first corner. No massive incidents or anything. There was one guy spinning in the back, but he was like really safe at rejoining everything, so like quite surprising. Now we get a really bad exit from the last corner, but so does the Aston, and we actually get a better one than him, so we're going to at least try and make up for the position here, because I'm pretty sure we lost one at the start too. And they give it up handily, nice and safely, so that they can slot in and just carry on fighting in the later laps when everything's calmed down a bit. Still quite a big pack of cars right now, as you can see by the mini-map there. It's always like that in the first two laps, of course. And we were expecting a bit more carnage in the first corner, so we'd set ourselves the goal of top 5 after qualifying, but unfortunately there was no carnage. Well, fortunately, should I say, there was no carnage, because normally there is a lot, and it's actually really good to see that there wasn't, for a change. Now, of course, that doesn't mean top 5's out of the question, but it's much more unlikely now. I've seen the pace of the top guys, and they're doing actually way faster times than I can ever do in qualifying, although they're doing it in the race. So, yeah, top 5 probably not. McLaren's having issues here. We're going to get at least 10th now out of this. Yeah, slip past him. I think that McLaren actually suffered damage when he went off too. He seems to have a little bit of damage front end. BMW seems to have really good pace advantage on the straights as well, especially with this Ferrari, as you can see here. Sure, I get a little bit of draft, but it's not that big of a straight, so the draft's not really going to affect you that much. Now, I don't really know the difference in the BOP and the cars, because I'm just too slow to actually notice it if I jump from car to car, which is something I do every week anyway. Whenever the track changes on LFM, I change car. This week we chose Audi, but because last week we had chose the BMW, and so the BMW was set as my default car when signing up for LFM, and I kind of forgot to change it for this race, but hey ho, never mind. Now it did make us think that we should probably stick to the BMW anyway, because most of our experience is in mid-engine cars already, and it seems to be nice to just drive around in the BMW for a bit, you know, like a front engine car. Pretty strong car, but I feel too, like say I'm not too sure of BOP what's good and what's not, but this one definitely feels like it's got good BOP at this track for now. I'm not too sure about Paul Ricard. All I do know is when I drove the Audi there, I was overtaking BMWs on that long straight like it was nothing. Although the BMW does seem to qualify well all the time, because like I say, I'm always behind him, so I have to overtake him on that straight. But yeah, it seems like the 5th gear seems to kill it on Paul Ricard. Side note, because I've been staring at it so long, that Ferrari in front of us, I originally thought it was hideous goal, but now I'm kind of liking it. But anyway, it seems like a BMW's just got out of shape there and smashed into the Mercedes, and now the Porsche has been caught out too. And the Aston Martin behind us is about to be caught out from not paying attention to what's ahead too. As you see there, he comes up way too fast, and doesn't use the brake until it's too late and has to dart, well, left. He did keep it out of the wall though, so well done for that. But yeah, I've lost the position now, so what happened ahead? Back behind this McLaren with the damage. Slightly chaotic first 2 laps, but nothing out of the ordinary, and well, we've avoided getting into any accidents, so that's always good. Unlike this McLaren here, who has now got top speed issues as well. We have to let off going down the straight for him. There's no point in trying to run past him here, so we just stay behind and get a better position to overtake. Now of course I do want to get past as soon as possible, because well, they've got damage and it's going to be holding me up. They might have been faster without it, but with it they're not. Problem is because they've got that damage, I don't really know what their capabilities is. I don't want to try and side by side them and then squeeze them a bit too hard with the damage they end up steering to us, send us flying or something. So I'm gonna have to do this real carefully. Hopefully, like, well, the pace advantage of the BMW on the straight versus it, and the damage is just too strong anyway. I feel like I should be able to get him down on the straights at some point real soon, as long as I can stay behind him, like, really closely. And also not follow them whilst they're making mistakes, that would be great. I found out a few hours after doing this that I've been using the BMW all wrong on this track. Apparently the optimal TC is TC8 with this car on this track, which I haven't yet tried out, as I tried the Audi out after this. But I need to do it, and it seems everybody else was running it too, and from what I've been told, it's just excellent in TC8 on this track. Like, it's almost unspinnable, which I am having a little bit of difficulty with wheel spin here and there, because I haven't really set up the car. I've just done like a really quick base tune, which is actually working really nice. It's just that little bit of wheel spin here and there, throws me off here and there. Thankfully this is a cold track. If this was quite a hot track right now, it might have been a bit more of an issue, overheating the rear tyres, but right now it's not.
Clear on the left.
Try and send it round the outside, but pretty too late, and now I'm going to have to give up my position to the BMW as well. The sneaky Porsche goes through as well with him. That's 2 places gone, unfortunate, but my own mistake. What can I say? I'm going to just head down, push. I'm going to get these guys back. Like I said, still won that top 5, like, maybe it's still doable, you know, there's still quite a few cars ahead. It does look like the others are getting away though, that's the unfortunate thing. Try to get these soon, it looks like they're going to definitely get away, and the McLaren's the front of this pack at the minute. The slowest one out of a lot of us, I feel, right now. And they're leading the pack, we're just going to have to make something happen soon. I'm hoping the cars in front are going to actually open a gap for us. Looks like the McLaren's going to go defensive on the BMW though. It's going to keep it, that's the question. Looks like BMW's going to send it round the outside. And it's going to get it done here. Question is, the Porsche going to go through with him? It looks like he is definitely going through, maybe? Nope. He's going to stay on the inside, stay defensive from me. Maybe he can send it here. Oh, I get a bit of a wiggle on. I guess. Ah, that's another place going back into the 11th now. And that's what I mean by a little wiggle. Just got on the curb there, it wasn't happy with it. McLaren is falling back. There's a bit of a bump between the Porsche and the McLaren. I'm going to open it for the Aston, which will hopefully open it for us. I mean, we're a bit far back, but maybe we can send it. Trying, still on the inside. Yeah, a little bit of a bump. I couldn't really push it further on the inside. I was almost up from the curb as it was. Beamers might send it, but it's not. Karen's definitely having some issues here. We absolutely have to get past him. We're losing too much now. Just stay defensive of us. Nothing really I can do until I get further alongside. I'm gonna try to get the exit here, but they don't get the exit and I have to take a couple of stabs at making sure I don't actually go into the back of them. I could try and send it around the outside here, but I might push a bit wide because unfortunately I do have a little bit of understeer at high speed, but it just looks like I'm going to have to stay behind them for this corner, maybe the next couple of corners. Might get the run down the straight. I mean, they're just going to keep going defensive, it looks like, every time. Yeah, he's just going to stay keeping in defensive.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Brake a little bit too early here, gives him the inside again, unfortunately. BMW behind might start sniffing soon as well. I'll get stuck behind this guy for much longer. Well, see, the problem with my driving style here is right now I'm just being too passive. I'm trying to play it too safe. I should have got this car a while ago, but I'm still here, unfortunately. It's always good to review the footage though and see what you've got, see what you're working with. Where could you improve, basically?
Car on the left.
I'm just going to send it around the outside here, get a bit impatient, trying to stay behind him. Still going to do it, obviously. Give him all the space and stuff, but could be a bit more aggressive, see. That's more what I should have done a lot earlier, in other corners, but Never mind, it's happened now. It's time to catch up. Back in 10th. Be on that delta there or immediately up. I mean, we've been doing 2-minute lap times, it's awful. Yeah, much faster than that in a Porsche Cup car. Now I'm going to start skipping ahead a little bit here to when we start catching back up. And we're here a few minutes later with BMW now in front of us instead of the Aston who got in front of him. Now top 5's completely gone now, we're completely out of that, so unfortunately it was a little bit of a fail on our part for, you know, not achieving that top 5 goal, but it was a difficult one. We didn't realise it was going to be as hard as it was, so there is 11 minutes left, but they would have to make a pretty big mistake for us to actually get top 5. They're that far ahead now. However, we do have 9th in front of us, we can get that, and it looks like 7th and 8th are pretty close together too, so we should be able to hopefully catch them up as well. Now, it looks like something might have happened between 7th and 8th in the chicane. They are a lot closer than they were before. It looks like they're fighting. Good for us.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
See down there on the bottom left corner, we're doing some of the fastest times here from the guys in front of us, so hopefully that's enough. We've got enough pace to get this BMW. 6 laps or so to go. Plenty of time still to get him. Hopefully those two in front of the BMW keep fighting too. Might back the BMW back up to me again, because it looks like he's actually starting to pull away now. I'm still struggling a little bit with the wheel spin on exits as we come up to this like left right. On the right hand you can see a bit more wheel spin coming out again. I really should have turned the TC up a little bit, but pushing them, I really want these positions. Turning the TC up's not like in my head right now. Just the people in front and how am I going to catch them and get past them basically. We're into 10 minutes to go now and the pressure is slowly mounting to keep pushing and get faster and faster, try and get the speed we're in front, but I just don't know how fast he is. It looks like we're catching up sometimes, it looks like he starts to pull away again sometimes. The two in front are also fighting again though, so...
Slow car ahead.
You know, oh.
Yellow flag ahead. Which are you?
The yellow flag, somebody's had an accident. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to capitalise on it though. However, it looks like we're back to being a pack of 4. We don't have the run on anything though, unfortunately. Looks like there's more cars joining the pack too here. The leader's just miles ahead. Can't even see the leader on the mini-map, but that's second place on the mini-map right there. Oh no, sorry, it's not second place, my bad. Not far from it though. Something's definitely happened at some point there. I wonder if anybody's going to start making any like bold moves right now and then sending it into maybe this hairpin down here? Hopefully. We get more wheel spin coming out the corner. We are keeping with our delta though, so it's good. A bit of a mistake coming out that corner though. It cost us some time there. They'll go down now. More mistakes. We've got some clearance from the car behind though, so we don't have to worry about that too much right now. You can see them all there though. That's 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th and 5th there. And just like that, top 5 is back up for grabs possibly again. We are struggling just a little bit to keep up here. Like I say, every time we seem to catch up, they do seem to pull back away a little bit.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
And their engineer confirms that we are slowly falling back. Well, things are happening ahead, it looks like. Car's going on the dirt. That Porsche is going round, and it's smacking the other cars up. Big off by a lot of people. It's just what we were looking for, but we don't really get to capitalise much. We might get this Aston who's coming back on quite aggressively. Sorry buddy, but you were off the track there, it's not my problem. We managed to get 2 positions out of that eventually. These two are fighting ahead too. It's good for us in some ways, but it does leave us open for the guy behind if we can't get past. Showing my nose, but oh. Leaves us defensive against Aston, keeps the door open though, so we are going to try and go on the inside. Bad idea, because Aston's going to go on the inside and we know he's going to be really aggressive about it because he's just had enough.
Clear on the left.
Unfortunately, we give him a bit too much room and send ourselves almost off there. We don't want no part of that. He's going to bash us off. Making a few mistakes now, trying to catch back up. Keep this BMW away from us behind. It looks like that Aston's going to go on the attack with that Ferrari now. Be way too aggressive with him probably. It looks like he's really trying. Trying too hard. He just comes back on the track and collects him. Let's go have a look at that from above, see what happened. Yeah, he just continues to go right as he comes back on the track. It's too aggressive. We'll get the Ferrari ahead of us now, and then the number 7 BMW too. Getting a bit messy here near the end of the race. What's going on? People getting too, like I say, too aggressive sometimes. You could see that Aston was going to be aggressive by the way he came back on the track and just immediately tried to stick his nose up the inside of that corner. Yeah, he's gone off and it might not have been your fault, but you're going to have to give it up, I'm afraid. And if Aston does catch back up, I'm just going to give it straight up because I don't want no part of being crashed out near the end of the race. Looks like the Fezzer ahead of us is catching on the Beamer, and I pray it does and starts fighting really hard. That way we can attack too, because right now the Aston that went off has fallen behind that BMW quite far, and that BMW is still falling behind us. We've got the room to attack if we can. Just noticing the delta here too, we're almost on for a fastest ever lap. We've never had a 55 before. It's very close. As I say, I'm not the fastest driver, so I'll definitely be proud if I get a 55. Just not to be this lap though, unfortunately. Lose it on the last corner.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Ferrari outbreaks himself, that opens it up for us a little. Yeah, I just gotta get it. Now I feel like this Ferrari's probably quicker than me, but that BMW ahead of him is probably slightly slower than me, or at the same pace as me, so... Good. Still in with a chance here to get this 5th. The Ferrari goes wide again.
Car on the left.
Opens it up for us again. Just can't get the exit. He's there on the exit because I just can't get it. No pressure from behind yet though. With pressure on time. I also think this Ferrari's feeling the pressure, it keeps on going a bit wide places. But I am also too feeling the pressure.
Leaders on final lap now.
Calling final lap. 12 lap it is. Now the pressure is completely on to get something done, but I'm just not quick enough. Stuck here in 7th. I'm just going to skip quickly ahead to the closest I get to getting 6th. But it's just not to be. Here we are, going into the back of the Ferrari. Got the draft on him. He's going to stay defensive, so we're going to let off and try and go single file and hope we get a better exit here, maybe make an attack on the last corner, but it's, again, like I say, it's just not to be. We're in no position to do anything. He holds it well, and then off he goes to the line, and that's it. We just can't get it done. 7th it is. We escaped the Nürburgring alive today, which is very unusual. Normally we come out with at least a little bit of knocking and banging, but we only got one little tap there, and it was absolutely nothing. As you can see here at the beginning, Ferrari's on our inside, taps the SAs, and then taps us, and that was it. That was all we got. All race, really. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the new video editor that I've been using to edit this video, which is definitely coming out a lot better quality, a lot better frame rates. Way better than the one last time I was using. And, well, that's it for the video, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, stay safe, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.